Good morning, friends. This is Vas again. We have a beautiful sunny weather in Antalya. It's a little cool and at night it's chilly. Nevertheless, welcome to my channel. This is my channel. You can leave comments, ask questions, put some likes if you find this video helpful. I have a number of people asking me many different questions, and I obviously try to answer as fast as I can and to the best knowledge that I have. The most oftenly people ask me to demonstrate apartments which are under $50,000. Let me tell you a few things. I thought I need to put a map, and you will see map now, so you have a little bit better idea of where to look for those kind of apartments and how to go about it. See, people ask for real estate agents. They want to connect to real estate agents so they can start their process before they arrive to Antalya. And honestly, I can tell you this, it doesn't work. Unless you have personal relationship with somebody, and I'm talking about close personal relationship, those kind of attempts don't work. First of all, you probably don't know, but most people in Antalya don't speak English, even agents. There are very few people who speak English, and those who speak English often don't even have portfolio of real estate properties. Next, you have a choice of buying used and new property. I have videos you can refer, you can look into the folder and find there are advantages of buying used, there are advantages of buying new. In either case, the best way to do it, I will tell you now. The best way to do it is contact me. I have actually a friend right now who started a little bit of a different service, and it may work for you. See, real estate agents, when people call them from abroad, at the best, they don't ignore you. They will talk to you, but they will make very little attempt to dig into it, because the probability of you coming and buying property from them is so minute, and they have to feed the family. You have to look at it that way. So, friend of mine, and he's not real estate agent. He is basically a person with the car, and he does different kind of business. But people started contacting him for the same reason. They want to buy property. And first, people go to real estate agents and they talk to them, and those people show them a few properties kind of in a slow fashion, and they try to convince them to buy what they have. They try to convince people that what they have is the best and the rest is not good, and it's all nonsense. So this guy does the following. You pay him set amount of money in case you don't buy property, and set amount of money in case you buy property. It's not very much, but it's substantial. It could be anywhere $300 to $1,000, something like that. And he becomes at your disposal for the entire week. And what you do is you go to Sahibinden, and I can demonstrate what it is, and you can go to it and also take a look. If for some reason you're not able to access it, you have to have VPN. VPN permits you to log in into server on the territory of the country, such as Republic of Turkey. And if certain websites have a filter, basically they don't want to respond to requests from outside of Turkey, then those sites will start responding. So in this particular case, if Sahibinden is not accessible to you, and I've heard some of those that it's not, you have to get VPN or find somebody who has VPN, and that way you can access it. But even if you get into that, there is very little benefit you will get to it. I will show you a few things. First, you can click on the map and you will see where to click, and then the map will open. You also select Antalya, you select the administrative divisions such as Muratpasa, Konyaaltı, Kepez, and then you have to select neighborhoods, or if you don't select neighborhoods, then the entire administrative division will show up with ads. And obviously there are more apartments than you see that are for sale, but at least you will see plenty of them. The next problem is you have to call many of those places and you have to find out if they're still available, because sometimes they're not. You can find certain information even before you can go there. So let's say you found 40 apartments after making phone calls, and obviously somebody has to do it for you. After making 40 phone calls, let's say that you have 6 of them. Well, 6 of them, if you have car and if you have a driver who knows the neighborhood, you can probably cover that set in one day, maybe in 2 days. It really depends, because you may get lost on the way, people may be late, etc., etc. So don't pressure yourself into doing that. The other thing which you need to know right now, the apartments are selling really fast, particularly in Kepez, particularly Muratpasa, particularly in the low end. The friend of mine who I was telling you about, he actually had a client this week. They went to many different locations. They found 2 apartments which they lost. Literally, they lost by going there. They saw the apartment, they liked the apartment, everything checked out fine. They went to get the deposit. They came back and the apartment was already sold. The other apartment was a very similar thing. They just came very late at night and they decided to think until next day. The apartments was sold next morning. So the flats are flying really fast. It may not stay that way. It may stay that way. I don't know why it is that way. One of the guests which I spoke to one of the real estate agents. He told me that there is a rumor in Turkey, not only among the foreigners, but among Turkish citizens, that in Antalya, apartment prices are rising really fast. So I presume there are people who are trying to speculate real estate and they jump into that. Unless you are absolutely set that you want to buy apartment here, there is no reason to contact real estate agent, because there are very few people who like to just shoot the breeze or kick their tires. You know, like sometimes people come to the car dealership and all they do, they kick the tires and waste their time and waste salesman time. People don't like that kind of thing. If you come to Antalya with the money and if you are totally set that you want to be here and you want to buy apartment, then this is the service for you. You talk to the person and you may find somebody else, not necessarily a friend of mine, you may find somebody else who will be able to help you. Just find somebody who speaks Turkish, and preferably who is Turkish and who speaks English and has a car. That's pretty much all you need. Then you just start calling, you set in the appointments and you go and see it. And the good thing is, this friend of mine who I told you about, he already sold 3 apartments. Exactly the same way. People are absolutely amazed how they can find good apartment, because if you go through real estate agent, you come to their office, you drink tea for half an hour, you shoot the breeze for half an hour, and it goes nowhere. This guy is totally business. You come to him, you agree on amount of money, he gets the amount of money, some of it in advance. That will cover all his time, that will cover his gas, that will cover amortization of his car, and he is at your disposal. He will be working for you for a week. Now, if you buy apartment, you will pay more. And before you decide how much money you need to bring and how much you can afford, you have to remember there are additional fees besides the price of the apartment. So that is the story. I honestly hope that you guys come to Antalya well prepared. And if you have more questions, ask me questions. I will try to answer it. But right now, apartments are flying fast, and I don't know if they will climb in price a lot, but they already did. I already see it. I'm not even talking about Kony LT. I'm not even talking about the first line by the water, because those apartments are substantially more expensive than $50,000. I'm Vas. Welcome to my channel. Leave some more questions and put some likes. I promise soon I will do some reviews of apartments. but there is really little value into it. You just see it, and for me, unless there is some other reason why I'm in that apartment, there is very little value of creating that kind of video. Good luck.